What's up? It's your boy Lil Duval, and you just heard.
Welcome into another episode of You Heard. Maddy Glab here, featuring our latest guest, Lil Duval. He's a big Jaguars fan, so we had to have him on ahead of this Jaguars game. You guys know what You Heard is about. We're interviewing athletes, influencers, and celebrities about their NFL fandom. So, when did you start rooting for the Jaguars?
1995 when we got the Jaguars.
Oh my gosh.
Like I'm 47, so I was there when we had the Jacksonville Bulls. So when we got the Jaguars, it was automatic. Like everybody's a Jaguar fan in Jacksonville. If you ain't, you got to be some type of traitor or something because I can't see otherwise. Like this is all we know. This is in our blood.
So you go way back. I mean, your name, Lil Duval, has relation to Jacksonville, the county that they're in. How did you get this nickname?
Well, the name is pretty much who I am. Like I've been a comedian for 25 years now, and when I first started, people used to always in Florida. We go by counties, not by the cities. So in Florida, whenever I went somewhere, they'd be like, "That's all Lil Duval. That's the dude from Duval." And so I always wanted to rep my city wherever I went. And whenever I forget to say my city, I'd be like, "Damn, I'm mad." So I was like, "Well, let me just put it in my name. That way." If I forget it, it still represent my city, and it gives inspiration for people that come up after me because we don't have too many people that's of celebrities or entertainers that was able to make it out there. So I figured if I put it in my name, it inspire everybody else, and it has.
Hey, it puts Jacksonville on the map too because you are big time and you've gotten to do so many different things throughout your career. We're going to get into that in a little bit, but I want to stick with the Jaguars here. Tough start to the season. They're putting up good numbers, but they just can't get one in the win column. What are your thoughts on the start to their season?
We had a hard season in the beginning. Like we got Miami, Cleveland. I wasn't expecting that L. And then we got y'all. So, I mean, it started off, I feel like if we get past this hump, we pretty much good. And the good thing is we didn't lose no conference games yet. So those two games really irrelevant. And it really show. I just think we got to work better on the offensive line. Maybe Trevor got to buy him a Rolex or something, by the line of Rolexes or something to make them get in sync. But other than that, I don't feel too bad. I just hated yesterday's game.
Hey, it's the start of the season. Sometimes teams don't really get into the groove of things until a few weeks in. So, we'll see for this Monday Night Football game. You talk about the Bills and the Jags. The last few times the Bills have faced the Jags, it hasn't gone in Buffalo's favor. So I think fans, people who follow both teams, this is a game that could be up in the air based on how the Jaguars have played us the past couple of years.
Yeah, I know one thing. One thing I will say about the Bills, I do not play about them. Y'all the only team I don't talk to because y'all show up in every city. It was last time y'all came to Jacksonville, it was more blue jerseys than it was ours. Like y'all bought all the tickets. It's just so I don't talk to y'all because y'all come too deep. So I'm gonna say, do y'all thing, Bills, but y'all ain't gonna beat us. That's as much talking I'm gonna talk about y'all.
They played in Miami on Thursday night last week, and somebody went up to our head coach, Sean McDermott, and said, "Hey, is this a home game?" Because at times it was that loud in Miami, who has a good fan base too. Our fans just took over Miami. It's not even getting cold yet in Buffalo, and our fans are like, "We need a little vacation already."
I think our fans are just like y'all, except we can't win as much as y'all. Like if we had one season like Jim Kelly, like if we had one season like y'all had, like to go to the Super Bowl, we'll be good for life. I just want one before I die. That's all I want.
They just have to go. They don't have to win it.
Man, we gotta win. I don't care what it is. If I got a show that day, I'm canceling. I'm doing everything. I don't care if the ticket costs $100,000. I'm going. I gotta make it. That's the only thing I want to see in my lifetime. I want to be like y'all. I want to have us. How many Super Bowls y'all got?
Goose
egg. Y'all got 0?
We went to 4 straight, but we didn't win one.
Sure did with Bruce and all them.
Yes, so they went multiple times in a row, but they
either way, if we could just go, I just want to go. If I could just go, I'd be happy with that. I think that'll bring so much so much to the city, because that's really what I'm all about in my town. I'm about my city, and that's what Jacksonville bring. It's only two things bring people together in Jacksonville: the Jaguars and Lil Duval.
I love
So
that.
if we can get more wins like how y'all doing, we'll be more supportive like how y'all are with y'all team.
Okay. Since you've been following this team and you've been a fan for so long, do you have any good Jaguar stories? Whether it's you going to games, whether it's you interacting with players. I mean, this is going on for almost 20 years now.
I think the dopest thing is that they use me as the intro when they do like every game we do the Duval and they have an intro. I think that's the dope thing that they use me as the voice for the intro for the beginning of the game. So that's the dope thing, and they show me love. They play my song, smile, living my best life every game. So just so they show love. They show love to their home, and a lot of teams don't do that for their home team. So they show love to the people that's from their city.
Trevor Lawrence has got some incredible flow. Josh Allen, he has flow sometimes. It's a little bit shorter right now, but what do you think about Josh Allen? Have you watched any Bills games aside from when the Jags played?
No, I don't watch y'all. I watch us. Why would I do that?
What
You're
about
not
big
gonna
games?
set me up for
What
that.
about big games?
You're not gonna set me up for that. So they could be all on my Instagram, all my Jaguar fans calling me a traitor. Nope, won't happen.
You're not taking the bait here. You're
Not
not
taking that bait. Won't
good
happen.
NFL quarterback.
Won't happen. I
Okay.
love my team. I love Trevor Lawrence. I love his flowing hair. His flowing hair is just so amazing. I think his hair might be better than yours.
I think so too. I will totally buy that. I will buy into that. Trevor Lawrence, you got better flow than me, my man. But we're not going to give any compliments to any Bills players today, huh?
I mean, let me see who I really don't pay attention to nobody but my team because
Nobody's but your team.
especially when we lose it, because now I'm trying to figure out why the hell we lose it. So that's the only thing been on my. I watched a little bit of y'all when y'all played Miami. You know what I'm saying? I saw the stuff. I mean, the game I did see with Tua. I feel sorry for Tua how he got, and it was crazy how it was the same guy that got hurt with y'all that end up doing is just how the universe worked. But other than that, I mean, I don't really keep up with y'all like that. I keep up with us. Pretty much probably how Buffalo do with y'all. Only time y'all care about us when y'all about to play us.
All right, let's get into what you do. You're a stand-up comedian. You're also a musician and an actor. It's hard to just be successful at doing one of those things in this entertainment industry. But how did you discover that you were a triple threat?
I mean, from day one, I've always been doing it all three things. You know, it's just some things took time more than others. And so I embraced when I first got in the game, I was doing stand-up, then I got into movies, then I got into music. But if you look at all my stand-up, all of it incorporated music anyway. And so I feel like entertainment as a whole has always been like that, from Sammy Davis Jr. to everything. And then I think in the 80s we kind of separated from music, singing. So I just bring it back all in one. So I think if you look at all the artists now or entertainers now, they do more than one thing. So I'm just doing it. That's just what I do. It's just in me, not on me.
Do you feel like doing more than one thing is a byproduct of kind of social media in today's world, how people use social media and how people get themselves out there on social media?
I think now it is, but for me, it's always been me even before this. You see what I'm saying? I was doing it before the social media. I was making songs, I remix songs and flip them. So I mean, but now I think people just trying to get on. They just want to be popular now. You know what I'm saying? It's more about being an influencer than it is being a artist. And I think that might be what we lose, and we're losing the artistry out of it because we're so busy trying to be a vibe.
Trying to be viral, trying to be trendy, trying to be the next big thing on TikTok or on
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I think they'll realize after a while it's no substance. And I mean, it don't last long when you're just trying to go viral, because anybody go viral. I think everybody need to go viral one time so they can get it out their system.
So one time.
One time, and you'll realize it ain't really nothing.
When it comes to comedy and how you create your material, it's not easy to make people laugh. That is something that very few are gifted with in this world, and you are one of those people. How do you get your best material?
From life, watching people and just observing. I'm very observant, and I watch people and just my surroundings, and I just have understanding and just understand that we all laugh at everything. I mean, there's no color in laughter. So that's what I try to show through my stuff, and just try to show just a little piece of me in all my comedy, and a piece of me is in everybody. So if I'm laughing, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna laugh.
Ti, who a lot of us know, you're friends with him, you were signed to his label. He says that you say what everyone is thinking, even though they are too afraid to say it. And you also talk about life's hard and embarrassing moments, but instead of getting tears, you get laughter from people. What is the art of kind of bridging some of those tough subjects or some of life's most embarrassing moments where you're being vulnerable and you're getting laughter out of it?
Honestly, I feel like it's just a gift because I don't really know. I just do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm one of the people. I'm blessed enough to where I've been able to be who I want to be, and make my own path. Like I've been independent, the real independent. I don't have to wait on nobody, and I feel like that's the most wealth in anything. Like I can do what I want to do, and I can say what I want to say, and I've been blessed enough to control my own destiny, control my. I'm pretty much what influencers want to be now. Like I can do what I want to do. I am my own Hollywood. I don't have to wait on somebody to put me on. I can do my own thing.
Yeah, you're like, hey, people, follow me. Look at what I'm doing. Look at how I built this.
Yeah, I built it on my own too. Me and my team.
That's awesome. So, Smile, Living My Best Life is a song that debuted at number 83 on the Billboard Hot 100. It also reached number 1 on the US R&B and hip hop airplay chart. You got to do that with Snoop Dogg. What was the best part of having him involved in one of your songs?
I was actually the best thing about him is he's a real friend. You know, he's a real genuine person. So by the time we did that song, we was already super super cool. So it was almost organic, and that's what the song brings out. Is just it wasn't staged. It wasn't something we thought of. It was just living my best life is really who I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just an interpretation of me and him all in one, and our personalities and our friendship, and it goes out into the world, and evidently it did what it's supposed to do.
What does living your best life look like for you?
You looking at it, happy, smiling, and not a care in the world.
I
Because
love
ain't no happy ending to this life, so just be happy to the end and smile.
that. That's some great advice. I really like that. You've been a part of so many epic music videos that are just timeless classics. Freak a Leak, Petey Pablo, Shoulder Lean, House Party, It's Going Down, Whatever You Like, Rubber Band Man, Get Low. I could go on. From that list and the other ones that you were a part of, which one has been the best one to be in and why?
Man, I don't remember. That was 20 years ago when I was doing videos. Like
But
now, I can tell
that's
you about the movies I was in. Like Meet the Blacks was one of my best movies that I like. Meet the Blacks 2. It's still on all the digital downloads like Tubi and all those shows like that. So go check those movies out. But the
okay.
videos, that's just a part of the culture that it was at the time when we didn't
Yeah,
have stuff like that. So the music video was the most impact to get for the culture. So
right.
that's what I represented. But I
Okay,
don't remember half the videos I was in, to be honest with you.
okay, let me ask you a different question about those music videos because that was a time in music where music videos were so much more important, I feel like, than they are in today's music. I don't know. That's a time where you woke up and you watched music videos on MTV and VH1 and you were waiting for the music video to drop after the song came out. Can you speak to that time in music and just what it did for culture?
I mean, it was like a back then when we learned a lot from hip hop and all that. Nowadays, you don't have to learn as much. It's more like just a vibe or a soundtrack to whatever you got going on. So then it was more of an impact. So it represented who we are. So that was the most important thing about that time, and and now I love it because it gives us nostalgia for back in the day. I don't know if music doing that now because, like I said, it's just a soundtrack. It's just like elevator music, and it's just something that whatever you're going through at the time, and it's microwavable, and you move on. But the best part of it, it was an impact, and so 20 years, 30 years from now, we still feel it. We still come together and say, "Remember that time with such and such?" Whenever you hear a song or whenever you see a video, it brings back the nostalgia.
All right, well, I want to play one of the questions that we got from one of our players. His name is Jamarcus Ingram. He's a cornerback, undrafted kid who in last week's game had 2 interceptions, one that he returned for a touchdown. He is a big fan of you, so let me pull up this question.
What's good, Lil Duval? It's Jamarcus Ingram with the Buffalo Bills. My personal question for you, I want to ask, what's the best place you done flew your plane to on Rich Broke Airlines?
Oh yeah. He know me for real. The best place I flew the farthest place I flew was Mexico, and the best place is the Bahamas. If you follow me, he know that's my favorite place in the world. It's the clearest water on earth. The only place you could see, you could spot the Bahamas from outer space. That's how clear the water is. So I fly my plane there most of all the time down there. But my funnest plane is the seaplane. I got a seaplane where I can land in water. I compare it to like a jet ski. Like you can't drive it like a fly like a regular plane, like to travel for business, but for fun, it's the best plane on earth.
Okay, you're a comedian, you're an actor, you're a musician. When did you add flying planes to the list of things that you have accomplished in life?
Um, I started flying planes like in 2017. That's when I got my first plane. So, and I feel like it's just something to show people that come from where I come from, because I learned that people are what they see. So if they see more, they'll do more. So I just try to show more and just push the culture for or people that follow my lead to give them other things to do. So if they see me doing it, they'll want to do it. So since I've been doing it, I've been seeing more people become pilots, more people that look like me become pilots. So that's the whole reason why I do it in the first place. That's the reason why I share it on my social media.
That's awesome. Where did the name Rich Broke Airlines come from?
Rich Broke is what I represent. That's just a part of my brand, a part of what I represent. I got a clothing brand. That's just what Rich Broke is pretty much is living under your means. You know what I'm saying? You could get what you want, live how you want, just as long as you don't try to do too much. And that's really what it represents.
Getting back into comedy, you've become good friends with lots of people in the industry, like Andrew Schulz and Charlemagne the God. Andrew was a comedian on the roast of Tom Brady's special. Which celebrity or athlete would you want to roast?
I do it all the time. Well, I don't do it I do it by mistake, but who would I want to roast? If I roast people, they'd be my friends. I don't roast nobody I don't know. So I probably roast like Andrew Schulz, Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, um, everybody that I respect and or either look up to. So it'll be people I look up to. I
Speaking of those
respect.
people that you respect and look up to, you see athletes out here all the time. They've got their circles, you've got actors. Comedians seems like such a fun circle to run in. What is the best part about being really good friends with just people who make you laugh?
We just did a tour and we going back on tour next year. We did a tour called We Them Ones tour with me, Mike Epps, um, D. Ray Davis, DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, um, Chico Bean, and a couple more people. But they used to always say comedians couldn't work together, but we had a ball together on this tour at the beginning of this year. So it's fun. I mean, it's everything you think it would be. We laugh, talk to each other, and it's just fun, you know. And I'm the older guy on the tour now too, because like I said, I've been in the game for a while, so they call me Unc. So that's what I love about it more, just seeing everybody that come up under me and they all winning. We all winning together.
You're doing so many different things. You've done so many different things. What's up next for you? What's going on in your life?
In my life, I think I love doing what I'm doing now. I think I'm more in the community now. I've always been in the community, but I think now I'm more in the community more so now more than ever. 'Cause not only just my community in Jacksonville, but Florida or just as a whole. Because I've been all over the country now, and I've been touring for about 25 years. And over that time, I've been able to build a relationship, even in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? I built a big following down there. So even in that community. So whenever I go in that town, I want to do the same thing I'm doing in Jacksonville. I do it in Buffalo. So I think that's where I see me once I get over 50, because I'm damn near there now.
Do you have a date on the schedule for Buffalo? Do you have any idea of when you're going to be coming north to?
Just Google it. Just follow me on social media and keep up with me, and you'll see exactly what I'm doing.
All right, before we let you go, I got to ask about what's behind you. I know you love Legos. What do you
You
want to
better
show
believe
off?
it. Yeah, this cover my Legos. I had got in an accident like 2 years ago. I got hit by a car, so I was down for a while. So in the midst of me being downtime, I got into Legos, and then once I got into Legos, I got addicted to it. So I started building Legos. So I'm in one of my Lego rooms. I got Legos all in all of my houses all over. So that's just something I do as a pastime and fun and get people. Like I say, I do things and I share it to other people, and it makes them want to do it too. So and for me it helps me think more, helps me remember stuff. It helps my brain. The older you get, the harder it is to think and remember.
I agree with that. I feel that myself. Is there a set that you are most obsessed with or have loved putting together?
um they all mean something, but back here, let me see what's back here. Probably this cafe right here. It's hard to find.
Okay.
All these they retired Lego sets. You can't get them no more. That Star Wars one, I keep that in the box because it's more valuable in the box. Like I just collect them, and sometimes I give them out to kids in my neighborhood and stuff like that. Or if once I build them, I sign them too.
That's
It say
pretty cool.
Duval, built by Lil Duval.
Built by Lil Duval. Well, you've built a lot in your career. And to finish us off, do you want to give us a Jaguars take? I ask for hot Jaguars take, but are you ready to give a hot take when they've started not the best?
All right, let me see. See if I can say so. All right, this is my hot take on the Jaguars. We just getting on our feet right now. We in our building stage. We just getting in sync. But we're gonna come in sync this week against the Bills. So y'all better be ready.
Okay. All right. We'll see how Bills fans feel about that take. I'm just kidding.
We're gonna upset y'all. We're gonna upset y'all.
You're calling it?
I'm calling it. I already see it. We're
I'm
gonna upset
calling the
y'all.
opposite. I'm calling the opposite of that. We'll see.
Okay. Well, call
Oh,
me
come
after
to
we
Monday
win.
Night Football? Are you gonna
Call
come?
me after we
Are you
go.
gonna come?
Oh, we gonna
Wanna
shock
come?
the world
You wanna
Monday.
come
We
to
gonna
Buffalo?
shock the world Monday. We gonna shock the world. You know what? I might be able to come if I ain't gotta work.
I think you should. Have you ever been to a Bills game?
Yes. I've
At,
been
in Buffalo.
in Buffalo. I had performed at the
When?
Helium's Comedy Club up there. The last time I came to a game was about when was that? That was like 5 years ago, actually. It was cold as hell though. It was me and my man Jay Ski them. We all came to the game.
Well, it's not gonna be that cold on Monday night, so maybe you should make an appearance.
I don't know, man. I think about it. I think about it. I almost put my foot in my mouth because I almost said it, but I don't know. Give me some time to think about it.
Well, we appreciate the time. Thanks for coming to hang out with us, and thanks for telling us a little bit more about your Jags and your life as a comedian, musician, and actor. It's so fun to hear from people like you who have done so many different things.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Go Jags.